Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Samp and Chance Wrestling. I am your host, Bobby Sampson, joined as always, my man with the master plan, Mr. Chance. Michael's Chance, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good yourself.
Not bad at all, man. It is November the 11th, so before anything else, I like to wish all our military around the world,
Hmm.
shout out of respect and thank you for all that you've done and for all those that have given their lives and things like that for us to be able to do a podcast, to be able to speak freely, to be able to do all the things that we do that we consider normal.
One of these shows coming up, I'll have to do a show from downstairs, and I'll show some of my grandpa's stuff from World War II. He's got a cool sword he got off a dead German soldier. He's got all of his sergeant medals up in his room downstairs. So I'll have to do a show
No,
from there one
definitely.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'd love to. I didn't know that existed. I would have been there a long time ago, man. I'm
yeah.
a huge history buff
We've
and
got
world wars.
lots of stuff down there, dude.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so before anything else, wanted to just get that out there for everyone. Thank you. Thank you to all the service people around the world, not just North America, the whole world. It takes a world to take care of a world. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, respect to everyone who's put their lives on the line, given their lives and whatnot. For that, we're grateful, and for that, we're able to do what we do.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I'm going to say something else again that I haven't said in a long time. Last night, Raw was actually pretty good. It
Not
was a
bad. Yeah,
good Raw.
it
It
was
was a good
a
Raw.
better Raw, definitely.
A long time coming. It was a really good Raw. And before anything else, man, I'm sorry I keep doing this at the end. I want to get this out in the beginning. We are a part of the WSN Wrestling Society Network. Guys, we are on an amazing platform which expands right across North America. Roku TV, Apple TV, the web page, you name it, Patreon, Twitch. We're everywhere now, Samp or Chance, sorry.
Well, the funny thing about it is, and this is not me saying it. Somebody from WSN told us we're the most popular show on their YouTube page.
Well,
I didn't say that. That's what they told me. So I'm just going by what he tells me. So we're doing something right. And the thing
no,
is that we're different than the shows they have. Their shows are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're better or whatever, but our shows are different because we're coming with a different opinion. So, and I think that gets us a few more views.
hey, perhaps, but regardless, everyone's doing a great job down there. We're a part of a great network, and yeah, maybe we're getting some numbers in here and there, but for the most part, thank you to everyone who's supporting us there. All the fans that support us on that network as well. Let's keep it going. We got some crazy stuff coming up in WSN. I can't talk about it, but I know that there are stuff coming here. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, 2026 looks great for the network. It looks great for us. It looks great for everything. So very excited to be a part of that group. Joe Monroe, Professor Bear, Mike 313,
Yeah.
Michael, all the Bray, all everyone there, man. Just amazing people. Great group of guys to work with, great group of girls to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So really honored and privileged to be there. But let's get back to it. Raw last night was good. They really went hard, man. We basically got most of Survivor Series sorted out last night in one shot. I think one of the bright lights for me last night, it wasn't Jay, Punk, and Cody closing the show. We had someone different this time, the girls.
Hey, dude, you know what? Anything is it's better. It's nice to change it up. So I was a good switch up from, like you said, Jay, Punk, and Cody all the time. It was good to see the girls close the show because it's something different, and that's what we needed. And they got us good there. I'll give them that.
Well, we got a lot happening here on the show. Like, okay, I totally forgot. And, I like to consider myself a bit of a wrestling, aficionado. I forgot that John Cena never had the Intercontinental title. He never had that. Him and Sheamus have never won that belt. Now, Sheamus is the only guy to not win that belt.
Yeah, honestly, dude, like it was cool to see John Cena. He's not the goat. I mean, the numbers say he's not, but he's one of the best, right? Let's just say that. I didn't really like that. I don't think he needed it. I get why they did it to cement his legacy. He's had every other belt. Let's give him this belt. But for him to beat Dom there, I know it doesn't hurt Dom. It just
It,
wasn't necessary. Didn't
it
like it.
doesn't hurt Dom, but what it does is gonna help the guy that he fights on the 13th because that title's gonna go to that person anyways,
No, I get it, but it's just
right?
like Dom.
So I get
Dom
it.
and Logan are your two best characters right
Hey,
now.
sure,
This is
sure.
not necessary.
No, maybe it wasn't necessary, but it was fun. And the way those two interacted, I mean, if anything, a loss helped Dom more than him winning.
It's not about that to me. It's like you didn't need to rub Cena's ego that way. We already consider him top 5, top 10 ever. You didn't need to give him the Intercontinental belt, which is a lesser title, and you didn't need Triple H out on Raw again.
I thought about you when that happened. As soon as Raw went on the air, I'm like, oh crap.
It's like, dude, just stay backstage and do your job. That's all you ask. You didn't see Vince coming out unless he was a character coming out all the time like this. It's too much, but it was a good match. I mean, I just didn't think Dom needed to lose the belt. I don't think John Cena needed that belt. He's without that belt, like you said, I didn't even think about it. Nobody even really knew he never had the Intercontinental belt. That's something that they brought up. They brought it to us and just didn't think it was needed.
Well, look, you know what? They bookended it. It's done. Whoever's going to get the title next probably needs it more than Dom anyways, right? So, I mean, if you're going to lose the title and keep Dom strong, you give it to Cena that way. And that way, whatever, it's fine. And the way it's shaping up, I have a feeling it's going to be Rusev against Cena.
I sure hope not.
I don't know why. I just have an inclination. This is where it's either him or Gunther. Now, if Gunther wins, do you want to put the Intercontinental title back on him? Because whoever fights Cena in that match is going to be your next Intercontinental champion.
Rusev was a mid card the first time in WWE at best. He was a not even a mid card in AEW. If Triple H and Bruce Pritchard and Paul Heyman think that, I hope you're wrong, that they're going to give Rusev the belts off John Cena, will be the biggest mistake these cornballs ever made, even worse than the Rock flub at WrestleMania. This is bad. I hope that does not happen. No, Rusev. No.
All I'm saying is the only options here right now are Gunther or Rusev. When you look at everyone that's on there, I don't. Solo doesn't really play a role. Well, no, actually, Solo really doesn't play a role. I mean, the only guy there that actually has any kind of credible history that would make sense to have a final match would either be him or The Miz.
Miz is not taking the belts off John Cena.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you look at the people that are left in this tournament, okay, now, unless you're going in a completely different direction and putting it on someone completely blue or green, sorry, then that's a different story. But right now,
I give these guys a lot of heat because I've never seen worse writing in wrestling ever with this current regime. But I don't even think they're dumb enough to give the belt to Rusev with John Cena's last match.
So the other option is Gunther. Do you? Yeah. But that's okay. Talk about a guy who's world champion. Now you're talking about a guy you're bringing down even lower.
Because Gunther's never bounced from company to company as a mid card to low card guy. He was a high up player. He was the champion. Rusev's never been to these kind of levels. So if you're going to go with Gunther one more time, I get that. But you cannot give it to Rusev. He's just
it's just something I have in my head. I'm not saying that's the case.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. I just think they're smarter than that.
Because, okay, let's see. Sheamus is through. So you're probably going to get Sheamus Rusev in one.
Yeah.
Right? And then you got Carmelo versus Gunther. Or no, Devon. Or the guy from
Who?
He's fighting the guy from NXT. It starts with a K. I can't remember his name. But Gunther's fighting that guy. The guy from NXT. He's up and coming. I just can't remember his name. I know it starts with a K.
You talking about the big black guy?
Not Obi Femi.
Oh, okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Obi's coming up to the main roster.
That guy looks good. That's the kind of guy you need to bring up.
Yeah, he's coming up soon. He's ready. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not doing anything with him down there, and they're just priming him up, and they're going to probably bring him over eventually here. I love what they're doing with the girls division here, man. Lash Legend there now with Naya. That's a very formidable tag team, man. Those girls look massive. Like, we're getting some big girls. Some of the girls are bigger than the dudes now.
It's good. It's good when you see big, strong characters in wrestling, because it's like kids look up that, the larger than life characters, right? And that's good. So I like that team.
Okay, so here's something I want to poke at you, because I know you're, I'm almost curious to see the reaction here. The girls are bigger than the men now.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Well, what's your take on it, brother, man? I know you're always shitting on this garbage man and the plumber. You got these girls that are bigger now. Like Raquel is huge, not huge, but just tall and strong, big bone. And now you got Lash Legend in there, and now you got Nia in there full time. You got Charlotte, who's still a big girl, right? You got Jade Cargill. Bianca's on her way back. This is interesting. Rhea,
there's some strong women, man. The women's division's never been bigger and stronger. They're way bigger and stronger in WWE than they are in AEW. So that's a good thing.
Right now, I am more interested in the girls' War Games match than I am the men's.
Yeah.
Only for the fact that when I look at the squads that have been announced, when you look at, like you said, you look at the other side, there's probably one or two guys missing from the Vision side, and one or two guys missing. Maybe we're missing one each. one Roman and one
By the way, you're talking about Javon Evans.
Javon Evans. Thank you. Um, and you're talking about the other side, which might have Roman eventually. That team outside of Roman, in my opinion, they're all like you've always said, they're old. You look at this young crop of
Oh,
dudes
they're
up there,
fast and strong. It's a great
right?
team, man.
There's that would disappoint me more than Rusev in the way you're describing Rusev. As much as I like all the guys in this War Games match as we see it, there's no way in hell you put those guys over against those young bloods. You just can't.
No, dude, these guys are thoroughbreds. When I looked at, and I love that Logan's going to, I don't know if Logan's part of the division, but he's just going to go to War Games with them. Either way, Logan, Reed, and Braun Breaker, three guys all, I don't know how old, I think Bronson's under 30, but these guys are all under 30. They're thoroughbreds, man. And
Yeah, you're
they
gonna
got to win that War Games match because
no, you got to. I think you have to. I think there's just no good feeling here. I mean, both world champions are on the other side,
yeah,
so they got all the straps on the other side, in essence, right? So I mean,
dude, Punk, I said it before, Punk and Logan got some chemistry because even was funny, even made me pop when Punk said, I'm going to step on your millennial neck, broccoli head. Like, you know what I mean? They got they're bringing some
fun.
realism to it, man.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. And then the back and forth is fun. I mean, like I said, Raw last night was good.
The best Raw in a while. Absolutely.
Long time. A very long time. I can't even say the Raw after Mania was good. Like
this one is better. This one is better. This is the best Raw that I in recent memory that I can remember. It was actually
the energy was good. The match flow was good. Everything about it was good. I can't.
When you bring a guy like John Cena on the card, you bring a Logan Paul out there. It raises everybody's game up. You didn't even see how Punk. It brings your game up. Everybody wants to perform better because oh my God, there's Logan. Oh my God, there's Cena. There's Punk. We got to step it up, guys. So we're gonna get left in the shadows. So
well, look, you know what? And they like you said, we have a new Intercontinental Champion after last night. We have new tag team champions on the girls' side as well.
Dude, I was actually looking at that list when I was looking for the name there. I got a feeling that Solo Sikoa might be his final opponent.
Sorry, who?
Solo might be John Cena's final opponent.
You see, it makes no sense though.
Why not? Because he was so hot. He was starting to come into his own with the mic skills. Why not let him?
Well, because the Intercontinental title belongs at Raw. He's a SmackDown guy. His whole crew's on SmackDown, huh?
There's going to be Gunther.
I think it's Gunther, man. I really do. It's a race between Gunther and I know you don't like it, but I think it's between him and Rusev because him and Rusev had that huge program. Yeah, right? They had the massive program. They had the WrestleMania match with the tanks and everything.
But if you give that belt to Rusev, you think SmackDown ratings are bad? Nobody likes. So I can say nobody likes Rusev. Rusev is not over. He's never been over. He's never going to be over. He's all right guy to have out there, but he's not a champ.
You know what? I don't think putting the strap on Rusev won't hurt, even if it's just for a little bit. You know, I don't know, man. Like I said,
he wants John Cena's final match to be losing to a mid-card guy, and that's me being generous by saying that. At best, that defeats this whole retirement run's been a flub. The heel thing was a flub, so let's end the face thing on a high note. Give it to Solo.
I mean, it's almost forgotten what Brock did to him a few months ago. No one even,
that's what I mean when I talk about it.
Right? It's not even registered. They don't bring it up. They don't talk about it. It happened.
They keep saying that Austin Theory is going to join up for War Games with the Logan team. We'll see if that happens.
Well, I mean, you still have Brock out there too. So who knows, right? Like there could be two components on either side that we don't know about. I mean, this team could end up looking like Brock with all those guys in theory. We only have three names on the other side right now.
If you put Brock in theory with Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker, you're talking about one of the greatest teams ever assembled in Survivor Series history. I know that's a bold statement, but that can
the current generation and stuff. Yeah, probably one of the better teams, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, at the end of the day, I still think that if you put them up against the Prime Road Warriors, Hogan, you know what I mean? Those guys.
There's some of those guys, but like you said, for recent generation, that's
what I'm saying.
Pretty impressive athletes.
All right, let's move on, man. I think we've talked a lot.
But overall, I gotta call a ball, a strike a strike. Overall, Raw was good. They did a good job. Fair. Yeah,
fair play.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to this Wednesday, Blood and Guts Dynamite Edition.
2 rings, 1 gauge.
Yeah, so this is basically their War Games.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, in essence, and on last week's Collision and
by the way, I hate to say this, I hate dumping on AEW because everybody dumps on AEW, so I try to bring it up to the show and stuff. But Collision ratings got 300,000 viewers. That's just absolutely horrible.
Okay, so let's
Oh,
talk about that before we
so
break the
bad.
show down. Let's talk about this a little bit before we go here, okay? We talked about this on the weekend a little bit, you and I, in passing, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I think you're not wrong, okay, with what you're saying with the ratings and everything, but there are a lot of components here to play. These ratings, like I'm glad you mentioned Collision
Hmm.
because these low ratings are not just exclusive to WWE content that's being put out. This is across the board, man, on all platforms, on all wrestling shows, on everywhere. Like this, these numbers are dropping everywhere. Like we saw the height of it all in the beginning, you know what I mean? Right across the board, everything's going down. And not just in wrestling, man, in UFC, in MMA in general, like all combat sports, maybe not boxing right now, because it's on a high of sorts. But a lot of these other combat sports are all experiencing the same dip in numbers. Now, is this because of the new Nielsen rating system that they put out in place?
No,
I think that has a part to do with it. I think
no.
so, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, because
I,
everything dropped when they started their new system where it wasn't before.
I don't have the UFC numbers in front of me, so I'm not going to comment. I have to do some research before I make a comment on the MMA stuff. But I'll tell you one thing about the wrestling. It's quite simple. You put on Dynamite, Raw was good, but you put on SmackDown, and they're boring. And people can't relate to these characters. It's because they're not believable, and so people tune it out. Now, what you saw on Raw yesterday, if they keep doing stuff like that, you'll get the numbers up. But when you put out half-ass shows, people don't care about it. And the problem with Collision is when the numbers start going down, it's so hard to get them back up again. I mean, that show is going to be canceled soon. I don't see how it can stay
No,
on.
well, look, the reality of it is the numbers are going down.
Rampage got canceled because nobody's watching it.
Yeah, and the reality of it is, I think we're starting to now see the effects. And I said this to you on Saturday, man. We're starting to see the effects of TKO outpricing the real fan.
By the
Okay,
way, the next New York show WWE has only sold 3,000 tickets. That's it.
there
That's
you
the thing
go.
would sell
Because
out
no
right
one can
away.
afford it. No one can
Exactly.
afford it anymore. Okay, we're starting to see that effect now. Look, the cat. I'm the casual fan isn't the issue here. It's the hardcore fan that you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, casual fans are always going to show up regardless. You always have that market. They'll show up at Mania, they'll show up at
Yep.
SummerSlam, they'll show up at the
The
big
big
shows,
ones.
right? Green shirt guy was at Raw last night. So a lot of casual fans probably tuned in last night because of Cena being there,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And perhaps Logan even to a certain extent, but
Yeah,
probably more so the fact that Cena was there.
for
Okay,
sure.
we're losing the hardcore fan because the hardcore fan can't go to a show anymore.
Pricing them.
They're outpricing the people that pay your bills, the people that pay your way, the people that plow your field, the people who plant your vegetables, the people that take care of your cattle. I'm using farming references, but
Yeah.
without those people, you're not gonna, have
Well,
anything.
did
And we're
you?
starting to see the effects of it. It's like what were we talking? Benson Henderson,
No, BJ Penn.
BJ Penn. Sorry, why I keep saying Henderson? BJ Penn. Here's a prime example of what being in the UFC in mixed, well, not UFC, being in MMA and that
Mm-hmm.
style of fighting does to you over a period of time.
Oh, he's got so much CP. He's done. Yeah,
It's
he broke.
insane. The fact that no one's stepping in and helping him and just
Yeah.
letting him falter, like, okay, Dana should be taking care of this guy. That's a completely different topic. I understand. But what I'm saying, I'm just trying to say that the same thing is now starting to be seen. I told you at the beginning, if they continue doing this, by the end of this year, we're going to start to see people not going anymore because they
Mm.
can't afford it.
Yeah.
If people can't go to the house shows, like you were saying to me, you saw some amazing talent, amazing guys
Bray Wyatt in 2015. Yep.
at literally at arm's length.
Yep.
It was so intimate, right?
$35.
Exactly. Once a year, maybe twice a year.
Yep.
NXT, you name it. There's no way for any of these hardcore people to be invested anymore. You're not bringing in them shows for them to be engaged in. A
Mm-hmm.
big part of a wrestling fan's fandom is being able to see his stars.
Yep.
Okay,
it's like
okay, you look behind me. I got drum kits.
Mm.
You got Wailing Jennings in the background. We got
Hank
all
Williams, but yeah.
Hank Williams. We got all these things in our background.
Mm.
I love Pink Floyd,
Mm.
but how much would I love them if I never got to see them?
Exactly.
You intertwine those things. Oh, I took the little one to see a live event. She fell in love with this character. She fell in love with that character. There's no shows to take her to, so she's like, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
She still likes it, but she's not liking it as much.
Well, the thing is, Mark Shapiro and Nick Khan, they're doubling down, saying We're doing market value. What market value? AEW is $30-$40. You just made the market value yourself, unless you want to compare it to UFC price. But this is pro wrestling, completely different. Pro wrestling is supposed to be family friendly event with the kids, the mom, the dad, and grandpa and grandma. Now you can't even do that, dude. So I don't know what he's living in.
Nick Khan is probably the one guy that's probably behind most of this.
Could be.
Not even Triple H.
No, Triple H has nothing to do with this.
No, this is all Nick Khan.
Yeah.
Right. This has to do with getting the biggest, best deals, and they don't care who they're pricing out. They don't care who they're hurting.
But what are they going to say to the networks? You guys, arena's half full. You're losing ratings. Like, you guys got to do something different here.
They got to make it affordable again. They got to make it work. Like, it's not like you're paying exorbitant, contracts out. No one's making huge money. So where's all the money going?
They're going to get their investment back, man.
Oh, investment back. I mean, but in general, I'm just saying, like, okay, where's it all going? You don't have anyone that you're paying huge amounts of money to. Huge amounts. Like, I mean, nothing like 5 million a month or anything like that.
No, I'm sure Punk getting 3 to 5 million a year, but not
a year. That's what I'm saying, right? So, but so really, at the end of the day, where is the money all going then? Where is it going? They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to say it. So let's move on to Blood and Guts, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we got Blood and Guts. So basically, AEW is running a show this Wednesday. It's a Dynamite show. Just so you guys know, it's 2.5 hours long, and this is probably the shortest match list that I've seen.
3 matches.
3 matches. But that being said, I'm sure there's stuff in between that we don't know about. Okay, so this is basically called Blood and Guts. I had to take my glasses off here. Falls count Blood and Guts. Okay, so it's basically 2 cages. It's basically set up the same way as War Games.
No, 1 cage, 2 rings.
1 cage, 2 rings. Sorry, same thing as War Games.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is. Sorry. And you got your teams on the outside, and 2 guys start, 2 girls start, and then every 5 minutes or whatever their time is, then the next talent comes in.
Yeah.
Right. So what we got over on Dynamite on Wednesday night were the qualifications. Like, so what they did was, if I think John Moxley had to fight someone, Claudio had to fight someone, and someone fought someone else, and the winner, whoever won the majority of those matches, it's a best out of 3. 2 out of 3, you get the advantage in this match.
Yeah.
Okay. And from what I understand, I could be wrong. I think Mox and those guys have the advantage, correct?
Yeah, so we got Death Riders, Moxley, Claudio, Pac, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia versus the team with Darby Allin, Roderick Strong, Delta Zone, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Mark Briscoe.
Yeah. So this is the match. So basically, the Death Riders, Darby, and all those guys are all in there. Danny Garcia, Yuta, Wheeler, Claudio. And they're also doing their first ever women's one, too. So for that one, we got Mercedes Moné, Megan Bain, Marina Shafir, and the Triangle of Madness, which is Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, Mina Shirakawa, Jimmy Hayter, and Harley Cameron. I'm not sure who the Triangle of Madness is. I think that's Julia Hart
and Sky Blue.
And Sky Blue, right?
Yeah, and Tikla.
And Tikla, yeah,
or whatever they call her.
Tikla. She's I think she's from Brazil, or Mexico. I'm not sure. So we got those 2 matches there. What do you think, man? I mean,
well, I'll tell you right now, I like the idea of not putting this on a pay-per-view. Dynamite, let's be honest, Dynamite needs ratings. They see WWE slipping in SmackDown ratings, especially. So I know they're doing this, I think 2021 they started doing it. So why not put it on free TV? You get 3 matches. I mean, each one of these cage matches is probably going to go almost an hour, give or take. And I'll tell you one thing with the men's match, you're going to see John Moxley bleeding like a stuffed pig. Blood all over his face. He's probably going to bring some weapons in there. It's going to be crazy. Women's match.
So I would recommend people having their dinner beforehand, or
the one thing I do like is, Powerhouse Hobbs is not going to take the belt off of Hangman Page on Dynamite, but it's a Falls Count Anywhere match. So it's kind of like a hardcore themed free show. But I'm glad that Tony Khan is giving a big, strong guy who looks like $1 million a chance in your main event. Like, that's about time he starts doing that. I hate to harp on it, but he keeps putting the little guys up there all the time. It's nice to see a big, strong guy, man. So
my only problem with this card, in my opinion, it's just too much plunder. Like meaning wise, like okay, you got two matches. We're just going to be heavy hitting.
Mm.
Probably a lot more so in the men's side of it with chairs, belts, this and that. Then again, we've seen some of these girls bleed too,
Oh yeah.
right? So you got three matches with a lot of plunder, with a lot of props and stuff like
Hmm.
that. My thing that I'm looking for here to this evening when this happens is how they balance it to make me interested and keep me interested.
They'll have a little bit of. They'll have something in between the matches. They'll have some sort of
No,
segment or
like with the
promo.
matches, I'm talking about the matches. What's going to keep me invested as a fan? Because okay, look, if you see too much plunder,
Mm.
say we're watching a WWE card, okay, the first match is a false count anywhere match.
Yeah.
They hit him with chairs, blankets, you name it, sticks, kendo sticks. The second match is a hardcore match, kendo stick. At what point do you become like, okay,
I think that's the market they're going for though. They're trying because WWE doesn't do hardcore stuff anymore. So I
yeah,
think they're trying to corner that market.
I appreciate that, but I'm just kind of curious how they're going to keep it fresh from match to match to keep me invested.
I don't
That's
know.
what I
I don't
mean.
know what he's got up his sleeve. I
That's what
like
I'm
the
saying.
idea though.
And after Raw last night, these guys have to step up.
Well, yeah, I think he's more. I think he's more thinking. Okay, SmackDown is under a million. We're under a million. SmackDown's only 200,000-300,000 ahead of us. We can maybe start catching up a little bit.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Like I said, I know what market they're going for, but if I'm a casual fan in this instance, which I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
but in this term of card, I would be like a casual man.
My, my only problem with I hate to harp on it, but not the Death Riders, but the other side. There's so many little guys in there. It's like, can we not see Bobby Lashley out there? Can we not see um, guys like that? But you know what? I'll give Tony Khan credit. It looks good on paper. It's a free show. It's only 3 matches, which is nice. So tune in and see what they do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, brother man, we're getting to the end here. So let's make our predictions. What are you saying?
Who's going to win? Death
Yeah.
Riders are going to win.
Okay, I got the Death Riders too, and I'm gonna go with Tony Storm and friends on the girls' side.
I'm going to go with the other team. I just don't think. I think it's too obvious if that team wins. So I'm gonna go with the Triangle team. I think they can pull an upset.
Okay, perfect. And in terms of Hangman, I think we're both in agreement here. Hangman's gonna take this one.
Unfortunately, yes, I'm not a huge fan of the guy because he plays the cowboy tough guy, and I see him crying all the time. So to me, he kind of canceled his own character. I used to be a big fan of him, but I hope Powerhouse Hobbs beats him from pillar to post. But yeah, Hangman's going to win.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, brother man. I tell you what, that's it. That's wrestling in a bag. Thank you, WSN, for all the support and love. Thank you to everyone out there. Chance, we're getting close to 7,500, man.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, we're working it. We're working it. We're doing the best we can, and can't complain. Everything is beautiful in the world of professional wrestling, in the world of Samp and Chance. Some good stuff coming up along the way here. I hope we have some news for you in the coming weeks with some really cool interviews, potentially. A lot of people don't like them, but they seem to like us, and we got to give them the platform. So let's see where all that goes, and if we are able to get that going there.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting week start for wrestling here. I didn't expect that from Raw. I'll be honest. I really did. I wasn't looking too far ahead, but man, they just, yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show.
They got to do something, man. They got to do something.
I hope Dynamite's good too. And that all being said, I'm Bobby Sampson.
I'm Chance Michaels. In the words of the great ACDC, those that download, like, and subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you guys and gals. The winter months are fast approaching. The days are shorter. It's a little bit cooler out there. Just be safe. Take your time getting wherever you need to get to. That's all we ask you. Just get home safe to your family and don't stop fighting for your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability. Forget all the negativity because that's not going to help you. And those spewing the negativity, the only way to stop them is by not acknowledging them.
Yeah.
Samp and Chance are out.